Oh man, so welcome back to another video. ADA, ALGORAND and COTI have all moved to the upside, breaking the bearish patterns which we were worried about yesterday. So we're going to take a deep look into that, see what's happened, and have a look at what are our price targets above that for us to head to now to sustain this uptrend. So I'm going to share with you the patterns in the charts. But first of all, sorry for this setup here, guys. Currently traveling on business this week, but still committed to getting this video out to you guys. So pretty much for all of this week, I'm not going to be at my studio, and I'm actually flying out towards the end of this week, also on business. So I'm going to be bringing you these updates in this format. So if you like this format, hit that like button, comment below, and let's get straight into the ADA chart. So what we can see with ADA is, as we mentioned yesterday, we had the larger triangle. Let's move me out the way. Just taking up precious real estate there. Now, we had this lovely triangle and we broke to the downside. Okay, now when we break to the downside, we saw that we managed to get some really important strength at this $1.87 mark. This is a really important support level, and if we break below it, it'll become a very important resistance level which we'll struggle to get above again. So it was very important that we held this level, and we did, right? And we entered this bit of a bear flag, to be honest, because what happens is you end up getting these continuation patterns which you expect to break down from to the downside. And indeed, that is what happened. We broke to the downside. Now, when you break to the downside, your price target breaking to the downside is the bottom of the wedge, right? So you can see that Cardano did wick down to the bottom of the wedge there at $1.90. But the good news is we didn't break any further down. We got the bounce from there, and now we're heading higher, which is very important. So you can see here we're getting back above the $2 mark, which is a very important support and resistance level for Cardano. So this is the 4-hourly chart. If I show you the hourly chart, you will be able to see what I'm seeing here. So we can see here now that we're managing to build some strength back up, okay? And what we're forming now is a bit of a double bottom pattern, okay? So if you see that with a neckline across there, we could expect to get a breakout to the upside, and that should then quickly get us to the $2.85 mark, which is this support line here. Okay, so very important that Cardano slowly starts to build its strength again. Let's zoom out to the daily, because for Cardano, as you can see on this very messy chart, Cardano was fighting at this level for a long time, okay? On this, where this triangle was, it was fighting at this level for a long time. And so now that it broke down, it needs to get back above the apex of the triangle at $2.12 or 13 cents. Okay, so really important you get above the apex of that triangle in order to turn this back in a bullish nature for Cardano. So we need to see that happen for Cardano. Now, if I bring out the EMA ribbon here on this chart, and if I let me take off my silly drawings first, and now we can bring back that EMA ribbon. Now, what we'll be able to see is on this daily chart, we're still bearish on Cardano, and to be honest, we're quite extensively bearish. So we do need to see, we need to see a good bounce back up past this $2.08 and get to this $2.26 mark to be above the EMA ribbon and then start on an upward trend on Cardano. Now, the amazing news is for this is we can also see that COTI is moving in the same direction, because like I said, they're coupled in the same way, and I'm going to come on to a fundamental reason why as well. But we know, and we know that COTI will be moving in the same pattern as Cardano, because they are tied together. They are tied together given the fact that COTI is the JED token issuer for the Cardano blockchain. Very important that we understand that, and I've been saying that for a while on these videos now. When ADA starts to move, COTI will start to move, and vice versa. They are correlated tokens now. So that's really important. So we're going to look at the Algorand chart very shortly. But first, please don't forget to head to the links below. You're going to get some free money. Make sure you've claimed your free money. Anyone who hasn't done this, please do go do that. If you're not using Swissborg and you haven't got the Swissborg exchange set up, they're offering up to 100 euros when you deposit just 50 euros. I know a lot of you guys have just set up your accounts using the links below, but then you've not deposited 50 euros. You just have to go ahead and deposit 50 euros, and then straight away you'll get your reward, and then you can take all of that back out as well. You've got Coinbase offering $10 in free Bitcoin when you buy or sell $100 or more in crypto, And you've got BlockFi giving you $10 of Bitcoin as soon as you deposit just $100 or more of crypto. So definitely take advantage of free money. Get your exchanges set up. If you're new here, you need to have your exchanges set up. I personally use those ones. That's why I'm recommending them in the links in the description. Get yourself set up. Make sure you got a little bit of funds ready in each of those in case you need to buy any tokens. Really important that we do that. So without further ado, let's get into the COTI chart. Let me remove the EMA ribbon and let's see what we got going on here. So I want to start with the day chart here because you guys know we were forming this big cup and handle pattern. Okay, and we started, this was your cup, handle, breakout. We formed a second handle this time, okay? And you can see we'll hover around in our buy zone for a long time. And then as I mentioned, we got the break to the upside. Now you will remember, and I'm going to show this on the 4-hourly chart because it's a bit more clearer. You remember that I said when you break out to this yellow pattern here, okay, if I just demonstrate this for you, if you break out of this yellow pattern here, it's fine to get a retest. I always say that to you guys. It's perfectly fine to curl over and get a retest. And if you remember on the hourly, people were getting quite worried because we were in this wedge and they saw that we were breaking to the downside, right? And I was perfectly fine with that. You can even see the remnants of my drawing there of me being perfectly fine with that. I said, that's fine. We're going to break out of this wedge. We're going to come down, test the yellow line, and we'll head back up. Now, admittedly, I thought that would take a lot longer, right? So a really powerful move from COTI. You can see my drawings there. I thought it was going to come back, test the neckline, and then head higher. It did, but it's done it super quick, right? It's done it super quick. Powerful move there by COTI, heading straight up yesterday to the 60 cents mark. And I had a feeling, and we knew that the 66 cents mark is a super resistance for COTI. For whatever reason, we've really struggled to break that. And I'm going to show you on the daily as well. Let's take a look here. And you can see here, this has always proven to be the most important resistance for COTI, okay? So COTI, on the initial breakout from the cup and handle pattern, we knew we wanted to get to 80 cents, right? And all the technical signs were telling us that we could get to 80 cents. But for whatever reason, the 66 all-time high resistance level has just stayed there and kept us suppressed. And it done that here, okay? And it done it again here where we've just bounced up now. So it's really important that we get some momentum now. We don't trace far back down as we did before and really start building some strength in COTI to head to the upside and break through that important resistance level at 66 and head to our price target here of right here of 80 cents. That's our first price target. Now, towards the end of the year, there's no reason COTI can't reach $2, right? Cardano's not moved. Cardano's not even got to its all-time high at, $3 plus. So Cardano's 30% undervalued straight away. Plus, that's due a movement to $5, $6 because Cardano always moves in spurts. And then I expect COTI to move in line with that as well. So from a long-term perspective, not worried at all. If you traded this on the short-term basis, guys, you can see exactly how this follows the technical patterns. You guys know when you're trading on a wedge, when you break out to the upside, you meet your technical target at the top of the wedge, which we knew here was our notorious 66 cents mark, and we met that there. So guys, as we were breaking out, I posted a tweet saying, are we going to get through the 66 cent mark or not? We had a resounding, I can't remember the percentage, but a resounding number of the votes said, yes, we're going to smash through the 66 cents mark, which I really hope we do very soon. But I knew it would act as a bit of resistance, hopefully just a bit of temporary resistance this time. The more number of times you test a resistance level, the more likely you are to break it. So hopefully we can break through that very shortly. Just a quick update on ALGORAND before we head off. And we can see that on ALGORAND, what we have going on is the following. So if I just move me out of the way, what you can see is for ALGO, we're obviously in this lovely triangle pattern. We broke to the upside. I'm waiting for a retest. Now, I was waiting for a retest, but in the pattern, we could start seeing what I mentioned in yesterday's video being a bearish pattern, which is this head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so this head and shoulders pattern got us a bit concerned because this shows us some risk to the downside. But fortunately, we've managed to avert for now this head and shoulders pattern because you have your left shoulder, you have your head, your right shoulder would have brought you to the neckline here, and then you expect a breakdown. But for now, we've managed to tread water a little bit because it's just curling over again. I'd be cautious if it carries on curling to the downside. There's some further downside risk. But if we can take this bounce and use it to head higher. And we know a lot of the altcoins have momentum to be moving higher. That could be a good sign. But first, we would have to get past this level here, which you can see from this support point just there at $1.91. So we need this to head higher to $1.91. You've got a bunch of resistance there. We need to get above it, and then we can head higher to our $2 target. Don't forget, please, from the broader pattern, our price target for ALGORAND is still on this symmetrical triangle because we've not invalidated it until we fall below the apex. So my target remains on ALGORAND to get us all the way to the top of this target at $2.70. There's no reason why ALGORAND cannot get there in before the end of this year. I mean, if everything gets moving, if Bitcoin gets moving, we know what Plan B's target is for Bitcoin to get closer to $100,000, and all these altcoins, COTI, Cardano, Phantom, which we're going to cover in a separate video, and ALGORAND, they should all get moving too. So there you have it, guys. There's an update on three really important coins which we covered yesterday, all doing really well and changing their patterns from bearish patterns to slightly more bullish patterns. COTI went on an absolute tear. ADA's moving now a little bit with it. Let's hope that these can get energy moving into November and it becomes a really strong altcoin month for some of these solid altcoin projects, because last month a lot of the meme coins took the liquidity out of the market. Hopefully now some of that money is going to rotate out some of these meme plays and into more stable coins, and that's what we're trying to do here on this channel, right, guys? There's a lot of new crypto traders born every single day, trading Shiba, trading Dogecoin, which I don't mind at all. You know my approach to that as well. I like it because it brings more people to crypto. And it's our job in communities like this to bring them in, show them what ALGORAND is, show them what Phantom is, show them what Luna is, show them what ADA and Solana and Ethereum are, and help them trade in a sustainable manner. So if you want to do that, click the pinned comment in the link in the description. Free public Discord server. We've got over 100 members in there right now. We've only just set it up recently, and it's an amazing community growing rapidly of like-minded people speaking about crypto, sharing their charts, talking about their analysis, finding their favorite tokens. Everybody's really helping each other out, which is fantastic. I spend a lot of time in there as well answering your questions, so please consider heading over to there. If you want to support the channel a little bit more as well, click the join button. You can become a member of this channel, which really supports these videos and the effort I make here. As you know, I'm traveling here on business right now, but still committed to dedicating some time for this channel. So if you click join, you'll get a badge next to your name to show you were here from early days when we were less than 5k subscribers, and also you'll get access to our community thread where you can ask me questions one-on-one on any coin, any project, any technical analysis. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.